coming soon to this theater.
It's alive. It's moving. It's coming this way.
What's up, everybody? It's your man Brian, back for another episode of the Horror Movie Club, the club where what do? We watch horror movies. If you're a first timer to this stream, what we do is we always try to pick a movie that's not behind a paywall. That way, before the stream, you can watch the movie and let us know what you thought about it in the chat. Or if you're just listening to us and for hearing about this movie for the first time, if it sounds like something you want to check out, guess what? You can check it out for free. Link is below in the description, where it'll take you to a completely unedited, uncensored version of the movie on YouTube. And I mean, that could get ganked at any moment. If it does get ganked, your ass is on your own. But anyway, let me bring in my boy, Matt. What's up, man?
What's up, man? How's it going?
It's going okay, man. I'm hanging in there. Yeah. Still roughing it a little bit here. Still you have to get a couch and a proper desk, but, that's all small shit. Don't sweat the small stuff. That's what I always tell myself.
Good, man. I'm glad to hear it, brother. I can't wait to talk about tonight's movie, man. It's going to be an interesting topic, brother.
Oh, for sure. For sure. And then we got Pops. What's up, Pops?
You know what's up. Oh,
I know what's up. I always know what's up.
It's been
my mama didn't raise no dummies. But yeah, tonight's movie is Universal Soldier: Day of Reckoning. Now, a lot of people are going to be wondering, why are we doing a Universal Soldier sequel on the Horror Movie Club? The reason is that it's a fucking horror movie.
Yeah, that one for sure. And then a couple of the other ones tiptoe in there a little bit. And they have elements in there. You know what I mean? I don't know if you saw the one prior to this one, Regeneration.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that had horror elements to it, but this one is it's full bore horror.
Yeah, balls to the wall.
I can't tell, but you know how like the Hellraiser sequels after 4, starting with 5, they're all up until recently, horror screenplays that have been bought by a production company that they weren't using. And so they were like, oh, well, we paid for this. Let's just crudely shoehorn a Pinhead.
Yeah, Jimmy Riggett.
And it shows, right?
Yeah.
This, I don't know if it was the same thing where it's like, okay, well, let's just shoehorn, Van Damme and Dolph into this.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
No. Well, I mean, just because of the first one, it's these the legacy characters, of the same characters. You know what I mean? And they age too. That's the cool thing about them. I forgot, and they're from Vietnam, dude. But they just would slowly, age after the first movie, which was directed by Emmerich, the guy that did all the disaster movies. That was like one of his first movies. And then, they're all fucking good. And I was just thinking, I was like thinking today, like, damn, like this is a really good quadrilogy, I guess. Every single movie is damn entertaining. I really liked the third one a lot, and I like this one a fucking fuck ton. Yeah, I can't really, I really like them. And the second one's got Goldberg in it, Michael Jai White, You know, it's got
Yes.
Spawn and fucking Goldberg, and the first one, the first one's solid too. It's just a really cool movie. And that one does have some horror in there a little bit too, like and I don't know, just like the whole beginning when they're in Vietnam, like Dolph Lundgren's gone fucking nuts, and he's still a soldier, and it carries over, and what happened after the third movie into this movie, it kind of, they left, I think they were in Russia or Siberia in regeneration, but not only that, they have like these strains of guys that they keep cloning, they have Scott Adkins, they have Dolph, and I think Dolph and Jean-Claude, they were kind of, they kept them alive, just to see what would happen, because they're the first ones. Let's keep creating new ones, and they're still testing them. It's all part of the program. They never.
Well, Dolph got thrown into a thresher.
Yeah.
In the first one, right?
Yeah.
We don't see his body coming apart, but presumably it's like he was dumped into a fucking wood chipper.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
Right. But the thing is
they re-heal a little bit, but
well, look, we know we're comic book fans.
Yeah.
We understand that a character can be like disintegrated, shot 1,000 times, dumped in a fucking ditch, set on fire. They can always come back.
Yeah. And the thing is too, like I had a feeling that they obviously harvested their DNA, right?
Yeah.
And they just had it on tap. The thing is, I don't know. And then he died in the third movie too. He got a big pole stuck through his head as well at the end of in Siberia, And we don't know. We don't know what happened to that version of Jean-Claude. Is that the same one that's in this movie? Or is it not? You know what I mean? There's two different ones? Because this, I mean, it's hard to say. You know what I mean? I have to go back and rewatch that one and study it a little more. I've seen it a few times. I bought it. I fucking loved it. The action's top notch. Same thing with this movie. The action, the fight scenes in this one and the third one are like just destroy the first two movies. The first two movies are solid.
They're brutal. The violence and the fights in this are brutal.
Yeah. And fucking Scott Adkins just comes in here and just fucks everybody up. And like, there's a scene at the end where he's talking to Jean-Claude, and he's like, I'm your, son, you know what I mean? Like, I'm your father, you know what I mean? And I'm just thinking, like, I've seen interviews with Adkins. He's like, yeah, Jean-Claude's like my main, he's like my idol, dude. Like, that's who I watched growing up, and you can kind of see with all the leg work and shit, but he's just like next level,
Oh, dude. One of the things I love about Scott Adkins, when I became a true Scott Adkins fan, was during the lockdown.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, because it's just like he's stuck in his fucking house like everybody else. And it's like, you know what? Everybody else is stuck in their house too. Why don't I start like doing interviews with all of my heroes?
That's pretty dope.
And so he would do interviews with, all of the people. Like everybody.
Wow.
From the 80s.
On YouTube, or how did that go down?
It's on YouTube. Yeah.
He's got a YouTube channel? He's got a fucking YouTube channel?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
It's fantastic.
I've been following him on Twitter forever. I got into Boyka. It was Undisputed too. That's how I discovered him. I'm like, who's this fucking Russian that's badass? This motherfucker's dope. And then I found out, with Ninja and all the other movies he's got. He's got so many fucking movies now.
A lot. But he never has gotten the love that he deserves. He can never. Criminal. Almost in John Wick 4. I'm hoping. Because the thing is, that dude's a really fucking good actor.
Yeah, he's an actor, and he looks like Batman. He looks like fucking Bruce Wayne. So he should be like fucking ahead of the line. Like
dude,
the most criminally undercasted actor in Hollywood, in my opinion. Like it's fucking crazy. He's in like Zero Dark 30 or something like that. I think he was in that one, or the one directed by Catherine Bigelow. He's in that.
Like he plays
Doctor Strange
in a lot of movies, right?
Yeah.
So he's in some big budget films, but he's just a goon.
Yeah.
That is to say, like at least in John Wick 4, that was a character.
Yeah, exactly.
And it was a super memorable character, right? It was in that fat suit. I can't imagine what it was like, doing fucking sidekicks and shit.
Actually did the role, It takes balls to do that, just to put on the makeup and go full force into the role like that,
Oh, hell yeah. So, but it's like, if he's not the movie Batman, he should at least be the TV Batman.
Something, bro. For me, the moment I seen Boyka, I already wrote a character and like casted him in my mind of that character, like this Russian badass dude, like vigilante I got coming probably 10 years from now. But whenever I'm thinking of that's him, you know what I mean? Like he could do it and I could reference him. Like I would love to have him in there, He asked a lot of people that watched modern action movies are like, Atkins, it's fucked up. He should be like Daredevil or Batman or something, like
For
what the
sure.
fuck? Something heavily martial arts. If like Daredevil would be cool, Batman would be cool. Make a new character, it's
Imagine having a Batman that can actually, where you don't need a stunt double, he can actually do all that shit.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like by the time he's like probably there, it's gonna be, like damn, his knees are gonna be fucking. Because I think he's even like starting to get like, don't quote me on this, but I think I think he was starting to get stunt doubles and shit like that. Like he's up there, but he's not up there. Like he's up there on the set, like he's got stunt doubles and shit like that now.
Well, one of the things about the interviews he does is he talks about his injuries.
Yeah,
right?
He's got a bunch.
He talks about like how like during one scene, like it's a real big fight that he has.
Yeah,
with Andre. Why am I blanking on his name?
The Pitbull Aronofsky. Yeah,
yes.
In this movie, that's another character that's in part 3 that I was going to talk about, the plumber.
Yes,
but I won't go into that.
He was like the main Unisol in that. He's just like, oh yeah, this scene, my knee was fucked up. That's why you don't see me doing a lot of kicks and shit like that.
Yeah,
right?
Probably in the sports store, sporting goods store.
Yes. Yeah. And he'll break down like his own shit. But what's really what made me a fan is that when he's interviewing people like Michael Jai White, fucking Van Damme, or what's her face, China O'Brien, Cynthia Rothrock.
Oh,
right?
Okay, yeah, I remember her.
Right? He's just like, it's great because you just see this. He has like this big fucking shit-eating grin on his face, and it's like you can tell he's a fanboy. Right?
Oh, yeah, he is. Yeah, he's a bad fan, and he's humble as fuck.
Yeah, he is.
Like,
he is.
Even if he got fucking became a dick, that would suck. But it's like he already did his fucking time.
Yeah, he did. When he interviewed Cynthia Rothrock, he actually found a old picture of the two of them at a convention, right? Where he had his picture taken with her, and he's like making a fist.
Yeah.
And she wrote like, see you in the movies. And like, she's like, sure enough. Yeah, he is criminally underrated. And this movie, he considers his best. He thinks it's the out of all the films he's been in, he thinks this is the best film. Yeah, it is.
It is. And he got a lot of range. He got a lot to deal with. You got fucking Terminator meets RoboCop in this movie in some ways. You know what I mean? That's how I kind of describe it. He's very much Alex Murphy in this movie, trying to pick up the pieces. And what I like about it is, I am a fucking clone, and these are fake memories, but you took them from me. That's still the whole thing. Like, are they real? They're not real. They're not real. But it doesn't matter. It's a fucking principle. You took my family, motherfucker.
Yes.
So I'm gonna destroy you. And like, I fucking love that. I love that about the movie.
Yes. Yeah. It's there was a movie that came out just a few years ago called Upgrade, which is about.
Oh yeah.
Right?
That was a good one.
And that was considered a horror movie, and that got way more attention than this did. And that's the thing that fucking drives me crazy. And one of the reasons why I've been wanting to do this movie for a minute is because it hasn't gotten the attention that it deserves. It's flown under the radar.
Under the radar. It'll and what I like about it, it kind of has that Rambo kind of like it hits you at the end, like it fucking goes balls to the wall at the fucking end.
Yeah,
I like that. I really like that formula. Like every Rambo movie has that formula. He goes to war at the end of the movie and really like delivers at the very end. I think that's, I don't know. I mean, movie wise, maybe story wise, that's kind of cool. You know what I mean? But again, with this movie in the sports store, that was an epic fight. That keeps you on. There's a fucking car chase in there.
Yeah,
it's really got that like 70s feel to it, but dirty. Like you could tell they probably filmed this in Louisiana or something like that.
Miami.
Oh, Miami. Okay, yeah, that makes more sense.
But you can tell that it's Florida, right? Certainly when they're like in like when they're going down the river and suddenly like
creatures
looks like it's turning into Apocalypse Now. And fucking Van Damme is decked out in this makeup and all Colonel Kurtz out.
Loved it, man. Same thing with golf,
Now.
Looks like fucking so like
What up,
black
Doc?
metal. Fucking what up? So black metaled
Yeah.
out, dude. At the end, he's standing there in his church. You know what I mean, with his sickle, like iconography up against the wall. You know.
Yeah, that symbol.
Yeah, and the pews,
Yeah.
you know, on the
It was
dirt.
just-
You know what I mean? The little wooden pews. He's very like kind of priest-like. You know, kind of like a pope of his flock. You know.
Yeah, he's the one who's freeing all of these people who are basically enslaved.
And then at the same time, like they're not. They're still all. It's all part of the program. It's like, from my understanding, that's what I got out of it. They still work for the government, you know. But it's all just a setup for Atkins' character, for his training to go, or his experimentation to go through what they have for him. You know what I mean? Like they're all part of the simulation, is what I'm saying. Basically, they're all staged in there. It's part of
Well,
it.
it's like Van Damme's character says at the end, there'll always be another Johnny.
There'll always
They
be
just
another
keep
Johnny.
sending them at me. They keep sending you guys at me.
Exactly. So he keeps sending them Johnnies, and you know, I don't know. Like to a certain degree, I'm like, well, fuck, maybe that was the same character from the first movie, and he built his own stronghold, and the government knew about it. So they're like, fuck it, let's keep sending him the, you know, new Johnnies as part of the Johnny's new upgrade, like, you know, the new strain. All right, this one sucked, clone another one. This one sucks, clone another one. All right, this one, let's give him a family and let's take the family from him. We'll see what happens. Let's try this new motivation.
And just the opening
Oh,
of
yeah.
this movie, and yet, Doc. By the way, thank you for tuning in. Why are the Japanese? Why did they do everything cooler than we do?
Yeah, right.
Right? The Japanese posters are always cool, but you look at the advertisements here, and this is the reason why the movie hasn't quite gotten the attention that it deserves
Right.
yet. Because I think that may be changing. Because I think earlier in the year, the Alamo Draft House was showing this.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I thought that's interesting because the movies there, aside from like, you know, the mainstream shit, the cult shit is all curated. Right? They have a curator. So, you know, you've got somebody that's just like, oh, you motherfuckers, you need to see this.
Exactly.
And so I think and that's the thing, the cream always rises to the top, and eventually this will get the attention I think that it so richly deserves. But you look at the posters and you think to yourself, oh, this is like a fucking Van Damme movie.
Yeah. The posters are kind of, I don't know, it's kind of hard to, it's misleading. You really got to set it up. Yeah, man, it's kind of hard, like marketing wise, you know. You have to cover, like, you have to have the three dudes in there, you know. You got to have them in there. But you got to. I would have brought in the paint. The paint has to be on their face, like just to really show that they're doing something different, you know.
Yes.
I don't know, man. It is a hard poster to crack, you know. That
sure,
beginning
because you want
sequence,
people,
though, man.
Right? Because who's getting the asses in seats? Right? Or who's renting this from?
Like, I don't like any of these posters, to be honest with you. Like, it's
terrible.
And to be honest with you, like, it would take me fucking forever to try to come up with one, you know, because it's a hard sell, you know. But again, I would have them in their fucking garbs, dude. They would have to be all with their war paint on, for starters.
An artistic one that emphasized the cloning aspect of the
exactly
plot.
That and the underground bunker. It would almost have to be like, for starters, just to fuck with. I would go like the Struzen route as a template. Then I would fuck with it more after that. Because you'd have to have the elements, you'd have to have the bunker underground. The machete at the end is a very symbolic weapon because they're fighting with it. That's why Van Damme, I think, probably had it. You know, that was like the main thing. And I don't know, man. A lot of little stuff. And then, I don't know. Yeah, it'd be a hard thing to crack.
Preston?
What up, homie?
What's up, Preston?
Yo.
What's going on, brother?
We missed. Well, I missed Metal Shop the other day.
Oh yeah, man.
No, I totally missed it. Yeah, no, I did. I didn't really forget about it. I meant to send you a message and say we can't do it because I had too much shit to do. But yeah, Christmas is a motherfucker.
Oh, it's a crazy time of year,
Christ, man. Dude, you know. But
yeah, it is.
For once, Brian picked a movie that wasn't on Tubi.
Well, that's a funny thing because this had been on Tubi, but it's not anymore because that's the thing. about Tubi and Plex and those other free channels is they kind of like shuffle the movies.
Alternate.
That is to say,
Yeah.
they only have them for like a certain amount of time before I guess they move to like another channel or become exclusive. And the link that's in the description below, folks, that is a Blu-ray rip that is on the YouTubes right now. Highly illegal. But for some reason, like when I post a YouTube link, people are more likely to click on that than if it's like a Tubi, because I think they think that they're going to have to create an account and all this other shit.
How is it on YouTube and it's illegal? Like, because YouTube will slap anybody down if they clip something.
Because they haven't
you know what I'm
discovered it.
saying? Like,
That's because they
So
haven't.
Brian's gonna make sure they discover it.
that sounds very fishy. I'm saying, like, very fishy, because they will, within minutes, they will slap your ass down for using a clip. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Put up Devil Flyer. Dude, they'll do it for, look, I can't show the trailers, which are commercials for the fucking movies.
exactly, but they got a whole movie available on YouTube. That I don't know. Something's not. I think a YouTube employee put that up there.
Roku.
Probably somebody that wanted this, wanted to bring more people's attention to this, because like I said, this movie just came in totally under the radar. If they were showing this at like the Cannes Film Festival, and you got a bunch of different movies that are showing at the same time, who's going to be like, oh, Universal Soldier 4?
Yeah,
it's hard to take. It's hard to take Jean-Claude Van Damme serious on this cover. Like, he doesn't. He doesn't look very intimidating.
We were talking about him like it would be hard to make a fucking cover for this movie. Like, try to sell this movie. I was telling him, like, oh fuck it, it would be hard to be a fucking. I would not want to take this job. Like, it'd be a challenge.
Dolph Lundgren, like, he still looks pretty solid, and he looks even scarier now because he's got the age on him. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
but if that's the main star, like that dude in the middle, like, yeah, you're right. It's a rough one. Like Universal. So I mean, what was his name that played in the first Universal Soldier? It was
Van Damme and
Jean-Claude Van Damme and Dolph. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm thinking of Soldier. That's what I'm thinking of. All right. Yeah.
With Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell.
Yeah, that was Kurt Russell.
Yeah, which is a great movie.
I don't know. I just think Jean-Claude Van Damme looks stupid without hair. Seriously,
he looks like Teddy Savalas a little bit.
He don't got the dome to be bald.
He's all Colonel Kurtz out in this, right? For those of you that have seen Apocalypse Now, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, he does. Except he doesn't have the weight that your boy had.
He just don't got the dome to be bald, man. He just don't got.
Is that Dolph right there?
No, that's Van Damme.
That's Van Damme.
That's Van. Yeah, that's what I meant Van Damme. Like, at least he's playing into that look. You know what I'm saying?
He doesn't have the dome to be bald, man.
But he looks cool and creepy right there. That's what I'm trying to say with the bald head. Like,
that's
for
the cover. They gotta have
that's what I would go for. You know what I'm saying? Like, he did the sex symbol thing. Now it's time to be the creepy.
Yeah.
It's like he's a villain in here. Like Stallone, and his face has aged in such a magnificent way.
Yeah. Stallone?
Yeah.
Dude, we're watching the Slide documentary the other night, right?
Yeah.
And I kept telling my wife, I was like, did Stallone have work? Because his cheeks, like his cheekbones are super, like Joan Rivers type of prominent. That's you know what I'm saying?
That's from the steroids.
No, dude. No. Steroids do not cause your cheeks to grow like that. Plastic implants cause your cheeks to grow like that.
The chipmunk cheeks? Like Jimmy Snuka?
I'm telling you, dude, like that thing.
Out of his mind?
Plus,
cheeks.
It's not steroids that does that. It's the human growth hormones that does that. But it causes your brow to grow out, not really your cheeks. I'm telling you, he had work, dude. He had like cheek implants.
Like the Martian Manhunter.
He looks a little different.
Yeah, exactly. You get that like.
He looks a little different now. I ain't gonna lie. Like, he looks a little different. This guy aged really well. If I want to say that someone aged well, it was Dolph.
He did, but he's a MIT graduate too, right?
Oh yeah, he's an MIT graduate. He's a drummer. He's a singer. He's a director. He's a
dude.
boxer.
But he's
ex special forces, Sweden.
But he's a scientist. Like he's a legit scientist.
Biochemist. That's why he came to America, and he was a model, and then he fucking got Rocky, and he's like, "Oh, Dad."
Talk about blessed with the best genes ever.
Great modern Viking, bro.
If there is like a master race, if there is,
it's that dude, right? The Germans succeeded.
Well, I mean, he's a Viking. He's like from,
it's weird. Like he's never played a fucking Viking either. He's a Swedish motherfucker. That's what's weird. Like he never played a fucking Viking.
That's crazy.
He always plays a Russian or a fucking German or some shit. Like play a fucking Viking, dude.
When I was looking at the scene, when I was looking at this, I was thinking, holy shit, he would have made an amazing Doc Savage.
Dude, yeah, you're right. Holy shit, dude.
Dude, hey, I ain't gonna lie, brother. Like I have one of the Frankenstein monsters in my stories.
He would definitely be a great Frankenstein.
I designed him off him. His whole body, I drew him off of him.
He's almost like if he had he almost has a flat head too.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, because I saw him in Regeneration. I'm like, dude, this is my Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Also, but like we were saying, he's like the perfect human being. He's like an MIT graduate.
This is the fourth one, the third one. Oh my god,
biology or some shit like that.
Yeah.
An 8th degree
unbelievable
black belt. It's just, you know,
I've seen him singing live, dude.
Like at least 5 languages.
Dude, I seen him singing Elvis live on Swedish television, and he fucking he's singing like, you know, like, and then he fucking puts the mic down and jumps on the drums and starts doing a fucking drum solo, bro. And he jumps back up and starts singing again. He's just a full-on entertainer. He's directed like 20 movies, bro. Him, you know who else is kind of like that? But he's not even close, but he's almost as good, like almost on that level as Dolph is Peter Weller. That guy's an archaeologist. He's a jazz teacher. He's a you know, director. He's directed a bunch of Longmire episodes. Yeah, I fucking love that shit.
Yeah, no, it's totally cool.
Quality math.
Yeah, it's just I love seeing that shit too. And the thing about Lundgren is, if you want to, the best TED Talk I've ever seen was the one that he gave, because
what is a TED Talk?
TED Talk, it's this lecture series.
Oh yeah,
okay, sweet.
Watch that.
Right? And he gave a lecture, and he was talking about what a dickie was. And I thought it was really interesting because I had always heard stories about him, right?
Really?
Like Quentin Tarantino said he was on the crew that went over to his house to film his workout tape. And then he was just an asshole to them, right? And then Henry Rollins said, like, you know, he was in Johnny Mnemonic, and when like, you know, he walked up to Dolph, he's like, "Hey Dolph, what's up?" And he just kind of went, it's just like,
bad mood,
right?
Yeah, he big timed him,
cheating on his wife.
Jesus Christ! Well,
really, I mean, just like not a good guy.
Well, that's Hollywood, though. Like that, that's that Hollywood poison that gets into you whenever you do stuff.
He starts meditating.
Yeah,
he starts meditating.
Love his
and he discovers where all that energy, where all that negative energy is coming from, and it's coming from fear, right?
I can totally see that. Yeah,
and specifically, his father used to beat him mercilessly when he was a child, and you know, there's fight or flight, but there's also freeze, and he would always freeze, and so he's meditating, and he solves his shit, right? And he reunites with his wife, and he's like, you know, the kids. He's like, I was crying, they were crying, you know, turn over a new leaf. Then he's at a friend's home, and this maid comes up to him and asks him for help. Because she's one of those women that are one of those servants. This is a thing that rich people do in America, is they'll get servants from that are immigrants, right?
Yeah, totally.
And they'll take their passports away from them.
I do that all the time. I got a few of them.
They become actual slaves.
Yeah, slaves.
And so this lady went to him, was just like, oh my God, it's Dolph Lundgren. Oh, he's like a hero. He'll help me.
Yeah.
And he was just like, what in the fuck? And he did help her. And he said it helped him turn his life around, and that like human trafficking was a thing that he was very, very involved in fighting. He and Tony Jaa made a movie about it called Skin Trade, which is definitely worth watching.
I think I've seen that. You know who else got caught like with the same situation? Steven Seagal in Louisiana.
Well,
Him and a buddy of his, they had an underage girl staying at their house. She was supposed to be auditioning for a part, but they wouldn't let her go. You know what I'm saying? Like that dude is the biggest asshole.
Yeah, on the like that's some worthy of being lynched shit.
Also, the story, like when Rocky came out, I was heavy into that shit, especially Rocky 4, right? And the story that they were telling, like Sly backed that shit up on the documentary. He said Dolph Lundgren almost killed him. Like he thought he was going to be talking to angels because it got a little too serious. No, seriously. He was like, the doctor said, we don't know if you're going to make it, dude. Like he bruised your heart.
Yes, I remember that. Yeah, he bruised. How the fuck do you bruise somebody's heart?
He hit him in the chest. So, now
he can.
This is Sly at his peak, where he was working out with Schwarzenegger. He was ripped, and he was a tough little fucker. And Dolph hit him so hard, he bruised his heart, dude.
No, it's amazing. I totally forgot about that.
I seen an interview with Dolph, dude. He was talking about Stallone recently, because they were promoting a little slight promotion, not much, for Expendables 4 that was dog shit, from my understanding. And he was saying that Sly used to fuck him up on like tease him and fuck with them all the time, make him do takes like 30 times. I forgot what movie it was. Oh, it was on the first Expendables movie. He said that fool fucked with them so many times. He said that like he was about to, I think I'm not like he was about to cry or some shit, and he was like, I'm gonna fucking walk up, calling his wife, I'm gonna walk up the set, fuck this motherfucker. I can't take this shit no more.
Well, Sly said in the documentary he did that on purpose. He even did that to I can't remember, Robert De Niro. Because he wanted to get the best performance out of him. Yeah. So the best way he could do that was get under his skin. You know what I'm saying?
There are
that's all method. That's all method.
And as far as Expendables, like Stallone, he said everybody was saying this motherfucker takes shit way too goddamn far. Like he had to have multiple surgeries after the first Expendables movie.
With that fight with Stone Cold, that movie's fucking slaps.
Oh, that's dude, he ripped his pec.
Yeah, to me, that's like in his top fucking 3 movies. My favorite movies by him. Like,
dude,
the first Expendables. Oh my god,
that's because all those fuckers are crazy.
Yeah, they were like that was like their swan song, like they were like,
look at this, that much testosterone, and every one of them dudes was trying to one up each other.
Yeah, well, it wasn't even testosterone. Like Stallone got caught in Australia with a bag full of fucking steroids. You know what I'm saying? Like it was
all them dudes, all them egos. They're all just trying to one up each other. You can just see it. Dude,
right?
It's like nothing better than that.
It's pretty awesome.
There's no way you're going to get anything but great performances out of them because they're all trying to one up each other.
Yep. And like I was saying, Dolph Lundgren, TED Talk, look it up. I'm telling you, it's inspiring.
I'm gonna have to check that out, dude. I love that.
At the end of it, I could tell, it's one of those cases where somebody's turned over has totally turned over a new leaf, has found redemption. And sometimes you wonder, is this guy faking it or is it for real? I'm telling you, with him, it's for real. Either that or he's just like the best liar.
Stupid people fake it. Intelligent people actually make it happen. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because they're smart enough to know that faking it isn't going to get the job done.
Yeah, he fixed his shit, man. Like you and me, we're always meditation. I'm telling you.
That's right, dude. Like you can't beat that. It's better than any drug they'll put you on.
Yep, absolutely. Totally therapeutic. So the movie opens like a horror movie.
Oh, wait. We're talking to you, Matt. We're talking to you.
The meditation? When you're talking about the meditation, I was thinking about him in Punisher, man. Like that Punisher movie he did when I watched that as a kid. Like that's what got me into the Punisher.
Dude, that was a good Punisher. I found it.
No skull. But
I thought he was amazing as the Punisher. Actually, he was perfect. He even had that, But
the director said that he actually became scary.
Exactly.
scary when they were making that.
But the deal, that Punisher movie was funny too, because I remember like they had this truck like running away from him, right? And he was about maybe a mile down the road, and he was like, "I'll shoot his tires out," and he pulls out a double barrel shotgun.
There's an extended version of that. Too.
I'm like,
Really?
I'm like, come on, dude.
Skull on his chest.
I was like, whoever was in charge of the props in this movie kind of fucked up.
For sure. But yeah, you just like if they could have just put a fight. I mean, what's the one thing that makes that character instantly identifiable? It's like the skull.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, we'll get rid of that. The thing.
Even as a kid, that pissed me off.
Why did they do that? Do you know why they did that?
I don't know why. Every time I watch the movie, I was like, "Where's the skull? Where's the skull?" Like, even
was it a copyright issue? Because that's why it was with Venom. Like they couldn't put.
Look,
they were afraid it would look silly.
What?
The police were using it too, and you know.
But that's only recently. This is like
that was recently. Back then, they weren't using it.
Like 1989.
The military wasn't using it either. They were still using I don't know what it was.
They didn't even know who the Punisher was at that point.
No, they didn't. No, it's like when Dolph was the Punisher, none of that shit was going on. Yeah. Shit, Dolph could probably play an old Punisher at this point.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, dude.
He's had knee surgery too.
I was thinking the same thing.
The Netflix Punisher was good, but that dude was way too short to play the Punisher. He was a great actor. You know,
looks like the OG, like Baron Punisher and Jim Lee Punisher. Dolph, you know.
You never look bad with black hair either.
Well, the best, of course, is
dude. Can you imagine him as Cosmic Ghost Rider? You know what I'm saying? Because Cosmic Ghost Rider is the Punisher, like an old Punisher. You know?
Oh, that's right.
No,
I totally forgot about that. Oh, damn! I got to show you guys. We got to get off topic real quick because I just got to show you something that looks totally bitchin'. And folks, we are going to get back to talking about Universal Soldier: Day of Reckoning. We're going to take a look at some clips, some fight clips and shit. But first, we got to take a quick look at this. This is
two chicks with vampire teeth.
Darkness and the sound of shoveling. So this is check it out. Remember the opening credits where
is this animated?
Dark? No. You'll see. You still don't realize what this is, do you?
Oh, no, I have no idea.
Check it out. I just love the fact that this is totally like a recreation of the opening of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This is a Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Pinball.
Oh, that's awesome.
Pinball.
That's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen Terrifier 2, by the way.
What do you
think of it?
It was fucking amazing. I didn't even care it was that long. You know what I'm saying?
Pretty long.
Dude, I was like, this is fucking good, dude. I was like, holy shit.
Fantastic.
Was you talking about this guy, Preston?
Yeah.
Did you talk about that guy?
Yeah, that's a good series, dude. That's one of the few that Marvel produced in the modern age.
Donnie did.
I think they've ruined it, like at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like once that initial story came out, they kind of fucked it all up.
Mm-hmm. I think I have the first three, like I do with most stuff that looks semi-interesting. I'll go for the first three, and if it ain't no good, then
I can see why people collect pinball machines.
Oh man,
yeah, right.
I mean, and I loved pinball back when I was a little kid. You know, this before video games really kicked in.
Yeah,
it says Grandpa right there. Cool.
You know what? It'd be cool. Like after you win, it just starts flooding with blood, like the insert.
That would be great. Yeah, it's like close from the movie and shit. But yeah, there's like see the meat locker on the right, like right here.
That's fucking
So
awesome.
that pops open, and the girl comes flying out.
You can tell whoever designed that it would love.
Yeah, they knew their fucking Texas Chainsaw Massacre. You goddamn it. That's the original. It's not like the new shit. I think I need this in my basement. I don't have a basement. I need to get a basement so I can put this in.
With no sign of her boyfriend, Pam went looking inside the house.
Do you see the Leatherface? How he spins around? With the pinball hits him? Let's see. Yeah, boy. That's fucking amazing.
That is pretty crazy.
Yeah,
Blue's been like having a lot of like popular stuff like lately, like because the game and the pinball machine. You know, I hear the game's pretty crazy, like pretty good. Have you played the game yet?
I haven't. It was on sale, but it was only like maybe like 5%, $5 off or something like that.
You gotta wait.
And I'm kind of waiting for them to work out all the bugs and shit. I've only heard good things about it.
Only good things, and it's just like normie, you know, like so. Definitely would check it out.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely will. I definitely will at some point.
Yeah.
I just always wait for shit to go on sale. Get that shit as cheap as I can get it.
Oh yeah,
so I
for
don't
sure,
feel
dude.
guilty about like spending money on video.
Well, like
games.
me, I will never buy a brand new game ever.
Right.
Like I learned that with like the last, PlayStation 3 stuff or 4 stuff. I'm like, I'm just gonna buy them used. I don't see why I need to buy it brand new. You know, it's like kind of pointless.
You know, I mean,
No, that's
if the new
that's
Elder
like buying a
Scrolls
brand new
game came
car.
out, if the new Elder Scrolls game came out, new Batman like Arkham game, that shit would be day one for me. I have to admit.
Yeah, maybe if it was something like that and I was playing like religiously, like I was like again up until like fucking PlayStation 4, I was buying shit like if I could day of like, give me that shit, you know.
What's cool about Steam is you can put shit on your wish list. It lets you know when shit's on sale.
Yeah.
And so I've gotten a lot of shit that, but then you end up with all these games that you don't get around to playing.
Yeah.
There's one I think that you guys would maybe find cool called Weird West.
Oh yeah, dude. I've been meaning to play that one for a minute, bro.
I'm checking that out right now.
I wish I was like you lazy bastards and didn't play video games.
I stopped playing, dude. My PlayStation doesn't work anymore either. Like but I ain't gonna lie, dude. I think for me, like the best games were on PlayStation 3. Like, oh my god, I think that was a pinnacle, bro. Just the games were just the shit. Fucking
Baldur's Gate, the original Baldur's Gate.
Oh, the new shit, man, is just eating up like a big chunk of my life. It's amazing. I mean, just the amount of different decisions that you.
Oh
can
yeah,
make.
it's so like immersive. Like I actually don't even have time anymore. I'd love to do it. Like I just want to go in there and play. Like yeah, that God of War was really fun.
Also play a little bit, come back to it.
Yeah.
Is that Weird West? Can people play that together, Brian?
I don't think so. I think first you're playing a chick bounty hunter.
Yeah.
Then you're playing a werewolf. Then you're playing a Native American brother. Then you're playing some kind of serial killer called the Pigman.
Huh. And that's all. You're like different characters that you are in that game.
Yes.
I always thought it was just like that gunslinger with all the tech. Oh, that's not the same game, is it?
No, that's Evil West.
Okay, that's Evil West. Okay,
which is fun.
That game looks
Don't
dope.
buy it on sale.
Weird West. You're saying Weird West is the new one you're talking about?
Weird West, and I played before this.
Damn. Okay.
Which was also a Weird West game, and it was awesome.
Fuck.
And so I saw that it was like 75% off. I was like, give me that shit.
Oh, yeah.
See, I download them. I always download the free ones, the monthly free ones on PlayStation. And that was like last month they gave that one away.
No shit.
Damn.
I download them all. I check them out if they're good. I keep them. If they're not, if it's good, I keep it in my library. If it's not, later.
Right.
Um,
Well, I mean,
but I don't
do
have
try
time
make
to
a
play
point.
them all. I just have them all.
Right.
This scene was so brutal, man.
Sometimes I'm like, why am I buying a new game when I have like 10 that I haven't even finished yet?
That's why I just get them.
But that's because it's like they were $5 or $10, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna get that shit now. That's how they get you. That's how they get you.
I mean, that's how I got Fallout 4. That's how I got a bunch of games. Was just getting it when it was the monthly free game.
That's awesome.
I mean, it's shit. I can't buy games. I can't afford that shit.
Yeah, I mean, there's only like a handful that I think are worth the price. And Baldur's Gate 3 is one of them, right? Because you're going to be playing that forever. Skyrim, fucking at least 1,000 hours of time I fucking put into that shit. Batman Arkham Knight, at least I think last I checked it was 438 hours I clocked in on that.
If I could afford a game right now, I'd have already bought Baldur's Gate 3. But
right.
I can't afford games.
But yeah, just the opening of this movie is just
Brutal.
fucking brutal. It opens at like a horror movie.
Yeah, totally. Scary as fuck.
I mean, and this is the kind of horror that can actually happen to you.
Yeah. Monsters, Daddy. I seen some monsters in the house.
Right.
Like if they told me that, I'm like, fuck, dude. Like I gotta grab my shit. You know what I mean?
Right. But he's just thinking, okay, I'll go out there just to placate his daughter, right?
Yeah.
And she's like, they're in the kitchen, and he opens up the kitchen door, and that's fucking waiting for him.
Straight up fucking Universal
they
Soldiers.
Fucking beat him mercilessly with a fucking tire iron.
And the way it's shot, very clever.
Too.
You can feel it's very clever. This hit after hit after hit, man. And you're like later, like in retrospect, you're like, oh, I know why he could take them hits, But the way they filmed his reflection in the shattered glass on the floor. What's that?
Part of this is like an amnesia thriller because the doctors tell him when he comes to, because he can't remember anything before this. Right.
Yeah.
And so when he comes to, they're like, well, you got hit in the head about 20 times with a fucking tire iron. You might, you might have some memory issues, but it'll gradually come back to you. And that's the way that the amnesia thriller generally works, is gradually the pieces get put together. And the person ends up learning, the protagonist ends up learning more and more about themselves, and usually it's nothing good. This goes in a different direction, though, because he finds out that, well, what is it that Van Damme says? Your thoughts are not your own.
Yeah.
But yeah, brutal. Fucking kill his wife, fucking his daughter. Oh yeah, this is a great moment too, where Andre here is just working as a plumber and is obviously some kind of like a sleeper agent, because suddenly there's this high-pitched whine in his head, right?
They turn him on.
Yeah, exactly. And then he just fucking walks out of this woman's house, and he is on a mission right now, and that is to fucking kill Scott Adkins. Oh yeah, so he's having nightmares too of his deceased daughter. Like he sees his daughter in the doorway. Actually, these aren't dreams; they're visions, right?
Yeah,
and
horror right there. The first hour is just like horror movie kind of,
right?
Yeah, for sure. The first 45 minutes, 30 minutes, 100%.
Right? It's suddenly there's blood coming down from her teddy bear, and he looks up. And he sees this.
Yeah.
Does this look like a frame from an action movie or a horror movie to you?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It takes you on this. It throws you right. Makes you want to find out what happened.
Oh, absolutely, man. Absolutely.
And then he just goes in there and starts fucking everybody up because so you're coming in this from a fan of the previous movie. You're like, oh, well, he was working with them, so this is a new. Because they were like in Siberia or somewhere like that in part 3.
Right. It's
yeah,
a,
and,
it's
like
a different
he was like the
character, but I
main.
was
He was like the
assuming-
the same strain.
Right, and it's the same director, John Hyams.
Yeah.
I actually think
okay.
the previous
I didn't
one,
know
I think that was him and his father. I think it was Peter and John Hyams.
Oh yeah,
John
yeah.
Hyams
Okay.
is the most underrated horror director out there right now. He's doing these amazing fucking works, and they're just going under the radar, and nobody's fucking noticing them, and it's criminal. Because this guy should be playing in the big leagues, in my opinion. Black Summer is an absolutely brilliant series that was on Netflix. That is on Netflix, right?
I like that one.
Yeah.
Black Summer's
Amazing.
amazing, dude. A lot of people
Amazing.
were hating on it because their main complaint was they got the military wrong. You know,
What?
that's not how the military.
What?
I was like,
Bullshit.
are you watching a military documentary or are you watching a zombie movie? TV
That's
series?
news. How debased they get. How debased they get.
Oh, it's
So
usually
quickly.
people in the military who say stupid shit like that. Like you can nitpick something to death until you fucking hate it or
It would be
make
the,
other
look,
people
it would
hate
be
it.
the military. It would be the cops. What do you think that they would turn into if that happened? Armed gangs.
Absolutely. And that's just the thing. Like, I mean, whenever you approach a series like that, like you look at it as entertainment and
Of
not
course.
reality, you know,
Yeah,
and a
yeah.
lot of people can't make that distinction.
No,
And because you enjoy it, they want to make sure that you hate it so that they're not alone in that
Yeah.
mindset. Yeah.
yeah.
There's another
But-
show on Netflix right now called Obliterated.
Obliterated.
Oh, you sent me a message about that. I never got a chance to check it out
watch
yet.
it, dude. Got to. It's fucking great. I loved it.
Oh, and this is sick too. This is a really sick detail. He goes into what is basically a brothel, a party house for the Unisols.
Yeah, yeah.
And one of these guys is, you know, some of these guys are obviously into like kinky sex and shit.
Chokers and this guy's
this
getting
guy-
beat. He's getting tortured.
Like voluntarily. He's just like having his hand nailed
Yeah,
to a board.
yeah.
It's like that's the kind of shit that these guys need to do in order to feel something, right?
Mhm.
Because one of the things that I think is really striking about the script for this is that they all have this hole in their souls.
Yeah, definitely.
That they all feel like something is missing.
Soulless.
Right. So they're doing really extreme shit to kind of feel something, anything. Yeah, Andre comes in here and just fucking regulates.
And you already, again, like if you know from the last movie, this guy's a badass motherfucker. You know what I mean? You don't even need
Oh,
the shotgun.
yeah.
It just makes him scarier, you know?
Well, I mean, he's clearly playing a different character. I think that's
Yeah.
also why they gave him the beard and
Yeah,
everything.
he's a different clone because he got murdered in the last one. Like John Claude
Right.
murdered him,
Right.
you know?
Right. But that's
He's-
also the great
he's cloned.
thing about bringing cloning into it. Then you can fucking bring everybody back.
That's the thing too. It's like, oh, okay, like, you know, Atkins he's part 4. Like if you look at it like that, like each movie is a different clone.
Booyah, shot.
Yeah, I like the CGI in here too. Like I think it's done like for like the head explosion and stuff. Like it's real quick, you know. It does a good job. I mean, obviously it's fake. But it's all right.
Yeah, so there's CGI exploding heads in this, but they're very well done.
Yeah,
And
pretty good.
that's the thing. There are also tons of practical effects.
Mhm.
If you're going to do like a CGI effect, making it look like somebody's having their head blown off without just cutting to like a fake head being
Yeah.
shot blasted with a shotgun.
Yep.
Right?
What up,
And
Phil?
then-
We got Zaid
Oh,
Comics.
Phil, what up, man? Good to see you, brother, man. Thanks for joining us. Everybody who's hanging out, thank you so much. We really do appreciate you. Smack that like button, smack the subscribe button, ring ding ding dong the bell for notifications. We appreciate every subscriber we can get. Oh, and watch this chick. She really bites it. Oof. It's like all the violence in this hits hard.
Yeah, it does. Very good.
I'm telling you, man, Doc Savage.
He's still the same character too from the first movie. That's what I love about it. The cocky shit talker, having fun, crazy motherfucker.
Oh, and he fucking chews up the scenery.
That's what, and he does in the first movie too. You know, it's
yes, he does.
You know.
So, yeah, he beats the crap out of this. Once again, I'm just like, was he auditioning for fucking Doc Savage here?
Right.
Doc Savage.
Totally.
I mean, to me, it's a crime that we haven't gotten a Doc Savage movie.
I know The Rock was trying to make one for a while, but it just didn't go through. Obviously, he would be trash, but they were trying for a minute.
Chris Hemsworth, they were thinking about. I mean, right now, of course, I don't want to see any character or franchise that I care about.
Didn't they have a Doc Savage movie back in the day? Like way back, like classic? With Fing Fang Foom? Like he was... Oh, the Mandarin. Which one was it?
Well, I mean, there was a movie, I think it was 1975. It was produced by George Powell, who produced Worlds Collide, and It Came from Outer Space, and a bunch of science fiction classics, The War of the Worlds, the original one, with the Martian gliders, right? With the firing the green laser beams that turn people into skeletons.
One of my favorites too.
Awesome. The thing about that Doc Savage movie is it starts out great. It starts out perfect because it starts out like the very first Doc Savage story. And then about halfway, it turns into a TV movie.
That sucks.
And so it's watchable, but it ends up being a massive downer because you're like, oh, this could have been great. This could have been like the Raiders of the Lost Ark of its time.
The one thing I took from that actor is that actor who played Doc Savage. Like there were certain poses. He looked exactly like Jim Starlin's Captain Marvel.
That's cool.
I'm serious, dude. Hair and everything.
They synced it up.
No longer a slave to the government.
Well, that's the thing about some of these actors. They look like they stepped off a comic book page.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
For him, for sure, dude.
Him, Schwarzenegger, a bunch of guys.
It's like with Dolph in different eras, he looks like different characters, you know?
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Freedom is useless.
Like here he's more like, you know, he looked like He-Man when he was younger, you know? Like,
right.
Now he looks like Doc Savage because he's just got this like kind of iron face, you know, like chiseled with this, like blonde hair and stuff, short.
Yeah, man. So, obviously there's no way they're ever gonna cast him.
Oh no. I mean, like I'm glad they fucking hooked him up with the Aquaman. At least I can't wait to see the new one. And a lot of people will hate on this. I still want to watch it. That guy got fucked up. Skin sack. He looks like Leatherface.
That's what it was. The gore in this is severe.
It's proper too. Like just everything's spot on, man. Like this movie really did. Well, I would be so bold to say 3 and 4 went under the radar, and this fucking franchise is the shit. Like all 4 movies are solid. They're all solid ass movies. You know, they're all fun, entertaining movies, like popcorned up.
But would you agree that this one is special?
Yeah, definitely. This one's special on different levels
in the series.
And if it is, dude. Yeah, I mean, as far as a film goes, like, because he was that has the family aspect to it. You know what I mean? So it's obviously it has that. It has the horror, like the hardcore horror aspect to it. The amnesia thing. They up the fucking game with the violence. The fight choreography in here. You got Scott Adkins. He's just next level. I love me some Dolph and Van Damme, but he's just on another plane.
Oh, for sure.
It was smart for them to hire him to put him in the role. Everything is just perfect in this movie. That's just a few reasons why. And then you have the history of the first clones from the first movie. They're still alive, you know, and they have their own revolt. You know what I mean? At least maybe it's them, maybe it's not, because they are aging. So it has to be some that were cloned from the first movie. That's the way my mind takes it. It might be fan fiction, but I see that is them from the 90s. They're still alive, and they fucking went off and did what they did in the.
Well, it's great also because it doesn't answer its questions immediately. In fact, it doesn't even answer its questions until the very end of the film.
The 90s had some great action sci-fi
Fuck
movies,
yeah,
dude. Like,
Yeah.
Sure.
and
I love the
Calm down.
Emmerich shit.
Yeah, let's check this out. This is speaking of like the brutality of the fights. This is great.
Yeah. And I like how they get bigger and bigger each fight.
Oh, yeah, that's the thing. And Atkins is one of those guys that understands.
It's kind of perfect in a way. Like you just have the pit bull coming in, blasting some fools in a brothel. Then you got him and Scott fucking it up right here. You know, chopping some shit off. Then you got the fucking sports fight. Then you got the big motherfucking battle fight. You know, it's just kind of a slow build in action. I love it.
just like the 90s.
Crescendo. Yeah, it's a straight up Rambo formula. I love the Rambo formula. Every Rambo movie is the same.
Right, but
Now, that last Rambo movie, like where it was the helicopter versus the tank, that was funny as shit, dude. You got him.
Rambo 3, I love that fucking movie.
That was
Oh, that's the best one, bro. That movie. Oh my god, I love that movie.
Yeah.
That movie and The Expendables are like my two favorites in one movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, check
Expendables
this out.
1 and Rambo 4.
Yeah,
This
Rambo's
right
always
there.
been my favorite.
Oh yeah, right here, the hand.
Oh,
Ooh, you got some smoked cocktail fucking weenies right there. On the floor.
Ow!
Counter.
dude, in that Terrifier movie, I don't know how he pulled off some of those effects because it looked like he was gouging people's fucking eyes out. You
That
know
movie's
what I'm
wicked.
saying?
That's a cool movie, bro.
Dude, like
And the
it
end-
was
the end
above
was
and
pretty cool, right?
beyond
The
with the, which one?
You like the ending?
Dude, I love
ending
the
of
whole thing.
Terrifier
I
2?
thought it was great.
Cool little switch, a Rooney, huh? Like a little bend of like genre, slight
The
genre
little
bend,
kid,
right?
I mean, the creepy little kid version of him.
Yeah,
Yes,
that
the pale
one, and then
girl.
with
Yeah,
the
how
chick
it builds
with
on
the
the
sword and
mythos,
shit, the
David.
cosplay and shit.
The only thing that was weird about that was the poop scene. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
In
yeah.
the laundromat,
That
I was like, oh, wait a minute.
Oh, but I thought that was brilliant. I thought that was one of the most effective moments in the movie.
Oh, it was effective.
Because that was an indication of what she was.
Yeah.
Demon, yeah.
Demon.
Yeah.
Right?
No, I thought it was great. I like,
Yeah,
and like
I
the
knew-
end,
I fucking knew you'd like it.
was that traditional makeup they had on that chick at the end, the one that gave birth to his head?
Oh
Yes.
Because
yeah.
that was
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
sick, dude. That
All
was
that
genius.
I can't
All
wait
of
to
that-
see this in
all
the
of
movie
the
theater, bro.
special
I'm gonna take a
effects
barf bag. Part 3. I'm like, ooh, I am definitely gonna go watch that for $5.
That's a Christmas movie. I think that's coming
Oh.
out on Christmas.
And I like
Oh,
the
me and
way
my
he
They're gonna
gave
go watch
it.
it. Yeah.
Like when she was walking up with that fucking, what was it, sword? She was walking up with the sword.
Yeah, yeah.
And
it
he's
was
giving
dope,
her
right?
that like scowl, you know?
Yeah.
And she just walks up to him. Then he does this.
For me, it was like Terminator and Terminator 2. You know how like Terminator 2 turned into like action horror, or at least the genre switched a little bit from like a
Right,
like a
right.
slasher.
More of a
Like this one kind of threw in some like some revenge in there. You know what I mean? And a little bit of fantasy, like dark horror fantasy, you know, or biblical fantasy or something. Like it tweaked it a little bit, you know.
Are we
I like
talking about Terrifier or are we talking about Universal Soldier? I like at this
Terrified.
point. All right, yeah. No, because like the thing that won me over about that whole thing is that I couldn't stop laughing. You know what I'm saying? Like once they hit a really horror-based scene, and then he would do something really fucking crazy that would make you laugh, right?
Yeah.
Like when he broke into that chick's room and he just started mutilating her and he was chasing her, and then you think it's over, right?
That's
And
the
then
main
she's
thing.
like reaching for her phone, and then he runs back in there like with salt and bleach.
It's like over the top, you know, like, oh my
Dude,
god.
I know it was horrifying, but at the same time, I'm like, this is the funniest fucking shit I've ever seen before.
It's at that point where it goes
like
into comedy.
such a-
Like, you know.
It's taken to such an absurd degree.
exactly.
Yeah,
So
that's
far.
what it is. Like,
So
it's
far.
crazy.
Same thing with the dream.
Oh shit, Matt froze.
He'll start in a minute.
But yeah, Scott.
I don't know.
Scott loses his fingers here.
We lost him.
Don't worry, they'll be back. Right, so they keep tussling, and this is what I love is Scott gets away, but before he does, he's like, "You took my fingers. I'm gonna take those toes."
Right.
Holy shit, dude. It's crazy.
Boom!
Take them toes.
First, you know me. Oh, it's not fucking. Rewind for a money shot. Yeah, the gore in this is just insane. It's
Next level.
I mean, it's just so incredibly well made. I just like
Yeah, I love the
really?
fights, like the whole like.
It's better than any Universal Soldier sequel has any right to be.
Yeah, no,
Is
yeah.
what I'm saying.
I love that. I love it when like something comes in at the end. It shouldn't be that good. Like it has no right being that good at the end.
Yes,
for a fourth
yes.
movie of this, you know.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, folks, check this out. I highly recommend it. I'm not the only one. You would give this what? 2 horns up? Oh, we lost that.
It's definitely 2 horns up. 2 horns
Just
up.
that was accident. Have you seen this movie, Preston?
Yeah, I checked it out. It was pretty good. I liked it. But I'm a Dolph fan. Like, I like Dolph Lundgren. Yeah.
Oh shit! I just see you're sharing your screen here.
I'm sharing 6 gun pages.
Oh,
6 gun
So,
pages.
Yeah, just in case anybody's wondering, this is where we're at on.
Oh my god! It's Bona time.
Sick.
Welcome back, Mac. Welcome.
Yeah.
Can't
New
even speak.
colors.
Welcome back, Mac.
New colors is making my shit look good. Like that's
seriously, dude. Seriously.
like, that's what I was looking for. I was looking for that mood and
Yes.
and layering. That's the main thing with the colors. Just get him to layer shit. That's exactly what he's doing. Those vultures, like stuff.
Oh, fantastic.
Motherfucker on there too, dude.
And
some of these. What's that?
how many pages is he gonna do? Because I keep waiting to pay this guy.
He's got to make. He won't get. He doesn't want to get paid until he's got everything. I like that. You know what I mean? I do like it, but it is kind of like I think he's. Well, fuck, dude, I can't complain because I'm like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I just get uncomfortable when, I don't want people waiting.
No, I totally get what you're saying. Like, and that's what I told him. I said, let's get these changes done so that we can get you paid. You know what I'm saying? Because I know
boy.
Like right here, he's got a couple of changes to make on the hair on the pilots. But I love the way he's playing with the sun, and putting the light effects. Yeah, because that's the
lighting,
thing. Like,
man. It's the lighting.
Yeah, to deal with, like, if we're going to be in the sky, you got to make it majestic. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like,
yeah, and this is an epic scene because this is like the climax of the story, and it's reached such like crazy proportions. Like I said, this was a story that I wanted to start out, small, and then make it bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger.
And the professionalism with this guy is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, check this out. Look, you see how this whole interior panel, like it's crazy, dude.
It's got a nice color holds.
Yeah.
Preston's composition, his fucking framing. Oh man.
He's using an ambient light on the gorilla while
nice.
Nothing looks cluttered. You know what I'm saying? And I really like that. I need to talk about
and
this
we see all of your line work.
Yeah. Yeah, he's good at working at. Like,
not covering anything up.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely happy with this dude.
Good.
I mean, I haven't seen the line work, but it doesn't look like he's washing anything out. It looks like
no. And that's what I told him. I said, do not like burn out sketch lines. We want to keep those.
Right. We want to see that shit. At least, I do. And Preston, you prefer that too, don't you?
Yeah, totally.
Me too,
yeah,
right?
that's the
allure of black and white. You get to see all the lines.
Oh, he is missing a page. Hold on 1 second.
I'm a black and white stand, man. Like I said, I originally wanted to do this in black and white, but at that time we didn't tell a black and white comic. So,
hold on, one more page.
All right.
I like his color palette for this sunrise scene. You really feel like it's in the morning,
Isn't that fantastic? His lighting is off the hizzy.
Got your purples, and your oranges and your yellows.
Oh man,
yeah.
Thanks for sharing.
This page is one of my favorites too, and he really, killed it.
Well, that's the money shot right there.
Yeah,
nice.
Gorilla plus Zeppelin equals adventure.
But he got the whole scene, you see, and it doesn't look like you see. There's the hangar right down here, and
I just love how you have like for instance his elbow, Kumba's elbow is just like is has moved into the next panel.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, with this one, like, because he's launching into the air, because he's holding on to that rope, that hooked onto the Zeppelin. And I just wanted him to come out the panel a little bit. But also, the problem is it's making him really, really big, but including all the other stuff, like the story elements in there. And the colors did a really good job on not washing anything out and keeping everything, like, in the panel without making it, like, obvious. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yes. I'm very happy with these, dude. I'm very happy with these.
Yeah, I think when people back this one, they're going to be really surprised because it's going to blow the last issue out of the water.
Oh my god. No, like I said, like how I was saying that Universal Soldier: Day of Reckoning it's so good it has no right to be as good as it is.
How dare you?
That's kind of how I feel about this. Like,
16 Gorilla does not deserve to be like that.
Right. We've talked about this. It's not like I'm going to go, oh, Preston, could you make that slightly less awesome? And
you make this shitty.
Cool. Just tune down the awesome.
There are no bonuses on this project, motherfuckers. So start toning it down.
Turn down the awasomeness, dude. What the fuck? You better mute that.
Dude, Preston, you're on 11, B.
I'm working with you.
Chasing away all the fans, man.
Well, he's got a style and he's flexing it. Is what I'm saying,
dude.
I'm working with what I got, dude. That's
all of us are.
He's one of those guys. When you see his art, that's Preston's art, and you move on. You know it's his art. He's established his style where you can see that's his work. I mean, Matt's well on his way to doing that too, where you can see when you see a Matt piece,
Yeah, for sure.
Burke piece.
I don't know about that.
I do.
Got a long way to go. Hopefully.
No, but that's just it. Personal style doesn't have a long way to go. As soon as you've established the type of style that people associate to you.
Yeah.
It's always going to be, they see something like that and they're going to think of.
That's true.
Right?
Yeah.
No, absolutely, right? It's like, and that's one of the beautiful things about comic book art. It's just like, man, everybody's different, or there are so many great ones.
Well, that's why I like companies that don't have a house style, because I think when you put a house, when you're like, okay, this is everybody has to draw like this,
right?
That turns me off so much.
Like Daredevil, it's like almost he's in a corner of the Marvel universe, right? Also, like where the Punisher and Blade are hanging out.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
So that should look different than like an issue of the Avengers.
It's funny. It's like before the 90s, there was a definite difference between people's art styles, right?
Yeah.
Marvel and DC. After the 90s, everybody was Jim Lee. Or everybody was Rob Liefeld.
That's when I stopped reading.
Saying like,
So bye.
Yeah.
And see, this is why to me it stands out so much when I see an artist that I like and I start noticing a piece of art going, oh shit, that's his. Before I even look for the signature, I'll know.
Yeah.
I used to be good at that. I used to be good at spotting other people's art, but I mean, but if everybody's drawing like Jim Lee, you know what I'm saying? It's like,
that's what I'm saying. In the indie world right now, I get that where I get to pick people out.
Dude, that was the greatest thing about Serious Comics, right? Like, you remember Serious? Cry for Dawn, Animal Mystic. Everybody was different, and it was great, dude.
Oh, dude. So to me, that's still the golden age. Was around 85 or so. 84, 85, when there were just like a billion indies.
I like it too when like variant covers are different. You know what I mean? Like for books and shit. Okay. Like say you got like a bunch of covers, they're all fucking dope, but they all kind of have like a similar look. I don't know. I
do like having a choice when it comes to the cover. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, maybe I don't like that cover so much. I'll go for this one. I mean, I'm not the type. I'm not the type to buy the same book 3 times or 4 times. Just
I only buy one.
All the covers.
I only buy one. I mean, I would if I was a millionaire, or a billionaire. I would fucking.
I don't think I would because I just can't get past the idea that it's all the same story, like the same intent.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
It has a different wrapper.
I just like it because like the art. Like if I was a multi-billionaire, I would have rooms with like just fucking so many comics. Dude. Like so, I just like actually love just images like of comic book stuff, you know. But for me now, like I will never ever fucking buy more than one comic book. I don't do variant like doubles, you know. I don't do that.
I wouldn't do that.
Too many books to buy. I could buy another book with that. I could go buy another fucking. I could go support another person or buy
exactly.
That's why I've always thought of it.
I felt funny about doing one variant cover because I was always like no variant covers because a variant cover always felt to me like double dipping.
Yeah, but
I mean, as a creator, I would do 3. I've never done 3, but I would do 3.
But Brian, I think you're thinking of it in the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? Like you're thinking of it like, oh, now these people are going to have to buy both covers. Well, no, you're just giving them a choice. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you either get this cover or you get that cover.
Yeah.
And some people got money and they want to buy them all. Like we were talking, there's some millionaires out there. They might want to buy all fucking.
Yeah, if they want to, hey, I'm not going to argue with you.
Give them some options. You know, give them some appetite.
Like 20 or 30 copies of this motherfucker. I don't care.
But even babies are happier when they have control over their world. You know what I'm saying? Like,
for sure. Absolutely.
I did love that.
That fucking give the interior artist the A cover, and you do it. I don't care if you do a variant 2 or 3, but it just
three is a good
whatever.
Interior artist.
Let me put it this way: whatever cover I buy is going to be the A cover.
Oh yeah, right.
Because I'm only getting one cover. I'm only getting one copy of that book.
Well, like Private American, all of those covers were fire.
Yeah.
But the one I had to go for was the second one because it's Steve Rude, right?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely, dude. Rude,
peanut butter, meat, chocolate.
Exactly. So it doesn't necessarily have to be the interior artist that you're buying. Right. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm saying give the A cover to the interior artist. You can have a couple variants, but make sure you give the A cover to the guy who did the work on the inside too.
Well, that's the way Peter Sinetti sees it. Like
that's the way it should be. I'm just saying, you know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but covers can also just be, you know, different. People can always pick the comic up and open it. That's the thing, right? Just never. I mean, that was my mistake. Dynamite got me a couple of times. You know, we're like, oh, Alex Ross cover, and then I'd open it and be like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
This art that looked
Did you guys
like fast by somebody that didn't know what they were doing and didn't bother fixing it.
What do you guys think of Mark Millar being canceled for saying hi?
Who, what? Who's getting canceled now?
Mark Millar.
Oh, well, he gets zero fucks. He gets zero fucks.
Both sides of the fence.
He's not
saying anything.
He's probably like, okay, well, I'll take my $50 million and go over here.
Yeah.
That's another dude who's humble as fuck.
Yeah, I like me some Mark Millar, dude. That fool's dope, and I like his books. I haven't read all of them.
Love his books.
But
love his
the ones
books.
I have read, even some of the Marvel's books. I loved his Ultimates. I thought that was dope. You know, I love the Nemesis. Fucking Superior's dope. You know, Kick-Ass. I read some of that a little bit.
American Jesus.
Oh, dude, Kick-Ass was amazing.
His books are just like, you know, my buddy told me, my buddy Miguel's like, dude, his books are for people that don't like comic books. His comic books are for people that don't know about comics or don't read comics.
It's all about deconstruction. Like that's almost every one of the books that he does is deconstructing a superhero.
I love Superior. I love that fucking
tedious. Like that approach can get tedious to the point where you want something that's sincere. But that's the thing.
Yeah, it's like that right now.
Sides, right?
Yeah.
There's you don't see this often with artists, but some artists have multiple personality disorder.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Neither does the other guys living in my head.
He is one of them because, like, on the one hand, he's this very religious guy. He's a practicing Catholic, right, and an ordained Eucharist minister. And on the weekends, he takes his daughters to go and do volunteer work, charity work, because he wants to instill that the values like, hey, we have a lot, the other people have very little.
Me and my kids used to do that at the SPCA.
Well, oh man, if I had fuck you money, I could do some amazing things. And that's the thing. Millar understands this. He's got fuck you money, but he doesn't want to live that. He doesn't want to be.
I like that he brought that retailer onto his show, and
Yep.
they had like a 2-hour
Dope.
conversation
I
about
was
what's
watching that
wrong
on
with
the
the
way home
comic
from work.
industry, and
Yeah.
everybody freaked the fuck out. They're like, "What are
fuck,
you
man?
doing?"
Fuck.
But the thing is, he
Doing?
doesn't care. He doesn't care.
Nah, you
And
don't-
like I said, there's that one personality, right? The religious family man,
Yeah.
and then there's a complete fucking sociopath.
Can you believe like every artist Mark Millar's worked with is now a millionaire, right?
Mhm.
Because he gives like so much. You know what I'm
Takes
saying?
care of his boys,
Oh,
dude.
dude, does he? He like
Yeah,
pays
boy.
you, and he gives you like rights to the property,
Yeah,
all kinds of
Fucking
stuff
dope,
like that.
dude.
Yeah.
He's like
Yeah.
our generation's
Yeah.
Stan Lee, as far as I'm concerned, but better.
And people,
He's righteous
And it-
as fuck, dude.
He's
there's a
better
lot of
version
people out
Stan
there
Lee.
saying
That's what he is.
that they won't work with Mark Millar. They'll turn down an art job with Mark Millar because he said hi to Ethan. And I'm like, then you're retarded.
Yeah. He said like thanks, bud, or something like that. I'm like, fuck.
Well,
dude,
that
just
just
leave.
sounds like a classic bullet meat foot story to me.
I wonder.
Yeah, that's right.
I wonder if all these artists saying that they won't work with Mark Millar are really shitty artists. You know what I'm saying? They're like, there's no chance they will ever get that opportunity.
Either that or
Probably,
they're
dude.
just
Probably.
success,
Or they're
right?
fucking jealous, dude. They're jealous fucking bitches.
And it gives them an opportunity to
Same
virtue
asses.
signal to their friends.
Yeah,
right?
like they're fucking.
Well, I want to come out and say, like, I have no problem with working with Mark Millar. In fact, if he wants to hit me up, I will definitely.
me
Me
too.
and Matt will
I'm
go
green as
ahead
fuck.
and.
Hey, you need something? You know, I'm there.
I'm remembering
There
my
for you,
point
Mark
now.
Millar.
I'm remembering my point now. So he does
You wanna
it.
adopt
So
me,
he's
you
got
know,
FU
whatever.
money.
Absolutely.
You got a
This is
family,
the thing.
so you're gonna have to adopt us all.
This is the thing that's cool about him, though. He's got the FU money, but he doesn't live the FU lifestyle.
And it's funny too.
um,
He's. I think he's been waiting. He's been waiting. He's been like a sleeping giant, as far as I'm concerned.
Yes.
And he's
I
been waiting
agree.
for the right time to fucking strike, and he
Yeah.
did it. He's like, you know what? All right, motherfucker. All right, now's my time. Now's my
He's
time.
patiently
He's been watching. He's been
waiting.
watching, dude. He's been watching until all the fucking chips and all the constellations kind of lined up. And now he's like, all right, now I got to step in here and I got to fucking drop my hammer the fuck down.
Oh, absolutely.
And I think
Dude,
that's what
I-
happened.
I love the dude's writing
Morrison.
before, but I'm so grateful he's not another John Byrne.
Oh my
'Cause
God.
I noticed like him like kind of around us, like kind of like in the last year, slowly kind of around our movement, you know.
Oh, Matt,
And then
you should fucking see if you can interview him.
Oh, dude, that would be amazing.
Seriously, dude, because you got fucking you got
You got the knack for getting these fuckers on there.
yes, yes, you got fucking Matt Wagner and Kyle.
Yeah.
Talking,
Oh, dude, I will be there. Just so that you
Yeah,
know, I will be
shit.
on that show.
yeah. Dude, what can he do but say no?
true that.
Oh, Matt knows that. Matt's a fucking beast when it
No,
comes
I
to
know.
getting guys
I
on
know.
the show.
I know, because like he was telling me about like what a bitch it was to get in touch with Matt Wagner, and because it was like he had to go through people.
Yeah, but he
You know
did
what
it.
I'm
You know what I'm
And he
saying?
did
Like,
it. You or me, we probably would have said, "Oh, fuck that," right? Because then it's just like, oh,
no, I would have pursued it until they named me a stalker, and then they would have blacklisted me. That's happened, by the way. Like,
Oh no!
oh yeah, dude. Like,
yeah, man. You're
because
getting
I was
canceled all over the place, dude. You're getting canceled all
not
over.
canceled, but it was like they just like refused to talk to me. And I was like, what's going on? Yeah, it's crazy.
Fucked up. Well, you know what? They're fucking. But yeah, this is fucking awesome fight choreography here. Oh yeah. At one point, Andre here throws a fucking bowling ball at homeboy. I think it's right here. Did you see how sweet that was? That move where he fucking just like jumps up on the wall for a kick.
Dude, the fight choreography on this movie is fucking so good. Like,
It's amazing.
and just the action alone. Like, there's this one scene where he's going through the fucking bunker, and there's this dude on the floor that you totally overlook, and then the camera goes back to the floor, just like,
Yeah.
no, like, hey audience, you missed this motherfucker on the floor. He was there the whole time. We're letting you know he's there. Now Scott's gonna shoot him in the head.
Yeah, I mean, it's just
It's little things like that, little tweaks, you know.
How is this guy not famous? How is this guy not a
Look,
fucking
it says
rock
madness.
star?
It says madness up there. Look.
What?
Huh? Oh yeah, in the back.
It says madness.
Boom.
Right there.
Some of these guys aren't famous because they won't play ball.
Oh, beating him with the fucking weight.
Won't play ball or won't take balls.
Exactly. Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, fuck them. They're just fucking they're just shooting themselves in the foot.
Dude,
Let them do that.
I was watching a round table with a bunch of rappers, and one of them came out and said, "Yeah, but did they try to make y'all do gay shit? Because you know they do that with all the new rap." And I was like, "What?" And all these others was like, "No, you don't know what you're talking about." It was like, "All right, if y'all gonna play, y'all can play, but we all know that we have to do something."
Well, look, you know what? I would never do anything to take out a competitor like a peer. I would never cock block somebody. I would never be a ladder climber like that. I would never be like Gail Simone and these other bitches that are just like, oh, let's fucking cancel these guys because.
But that's all I got going for them because they're on a sinking ship. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but if someone just should happen to be a fucking idiot and a jackass on their own, where I had nothing to do with it, you know, let them fucking fall by the wayside.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love this fight. I remember just seeing this fight and just being like, damn, dude, when I first saw it.
It's just savage.
Like, I had never seen nothing like that before, you know?
Yes.
And I've seen a lot of his movies and shit, too, but it's just like...
Like I said, he says that this is his best movie.
It is.
I like that.
The movie that he's in, not great.
I like that part right there where he's like, "Fuck this bat."
Boom! Oh, yeah. Well, and that's when he realizes who he is. He comes to. He comes to it right in the middle of the fight, and they do it very nonchalantly. They don't gift wrap it to you. He kind of just like, oh, okay, I know kung fu now, but they don't say it, you know.
Right. Like in what was the movie that I was comparing this to? Upgrade, which did get like some positive critical attention.
That movie's awesome, dude. So
it's really good. There's a moment where he has to let the computer take over, and then the computer's just moving his body around like a puppet.
Yeah,
He's just whipping ass.
Yeah, I gotta watch that again. That movie was solid. One of the best movies, one of the best action movies up there. It's funny how you can kind of cherry pick like not that many movies that were really that dope over the last few years as far as action goes in America.
No shit, dude.
There wasn't that many. There was like fucking 20, something like that.
Yeah, but they're trying to actively like get rid of, you know, the masculinity in movies.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, dude.
Man, horror is the future. There's more horror movies being bankrolled right now than any other
movies
genre.
like this, dude. You know, like this movie's I fucking love that shit. That shot, he looked like Robert Pattinson right there. He just does.
Kirkland, Robert Pattinson.
You know, come to think of it, that does explain a lot why not just action movies, but why horror movies aren't that good.
Yeah, they just fucking just castrated, bro.
Yeah,
well, but when there's an oversaturation of a genre, it means there's going to be a lot of shit. But there also are going to be 2 or 3 gems that wouldn't be there if it hadn't been for like the boom.
No, what I'm saying is like, because I'm thinking like I'm comparing it to Terrifier, right? I mean,
yeah.
Like there's no movies out there like that, you know,
like
not anymore. I mean, not since the 90s.
Nope.
You know?
Yeah,
just next level.
Less than $1 million budget, and it did like fucking like
15
bonkers
million.
fucking money.
Yeah.
Same thing's happening now with Godzilla -1.
Yeah,
exactly.
Actually.
Yeah,
that's #1 at the box office. You know how much money Toho spent to make that?
Yeah,
$15 million.
They already made 11 in $1 million. I think it's the highest-grossing Japanese movie of all time in America. They have to keep it in theaters another 2 weeks. That's what happened.
You heard about that, huh? That was awesome.
Terrifier fucking made a bunch of money too. They had to keep it in theaters like another week because it was doing a lot of money. Like people want to see these fucking movies that are.
And everything's a goddamn ghost movie for some reason. You know, I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, it's like, you know, like the oversaturation of the zombie movies. You know, that shit comes and goes in cycles.
Yeah.
I don't know. This cycle sucks. I don't know.
Here, check it out.
Terrible cycle.
Oh.
See, this is my whole point.
That's the most brutal kill in this movie.
Oh yeah, batter up.
The whole fight. This is
Love
the
this
whole
movie.
thing, man. It's like a bat is a fucking deadly ass weapon, and they're
Yeah, it's
just
a
wailing on each other.
Yeah,
with
they like
them.
sword fight with bats,
That's
dude. I fucking love that.
It's a bludgeoning instrument.
Yep.
Nobody comes back from more when you get hit in the chest with a fucking bat that hard.
It's not really the chest; it's the head. If you get hit in the head with a bat, you're fucking done, dude.
I mean, earlier was the abs and the chest and shit. They were
I knew.
coming back.
I used to hang out with this dude, and he was an enforcer for a biker club, right?
Yeah.
And he said, because I told him I have a bat in my car, you know, I keep it in there, and he goes, "Dude, you be careful with that." He said, because when I used to have to go collect money and shit like that, he said, one rule: never hit a motherfucker in the head, because your head will crack like a fucking melon.
It's a smush. You're right. The big misconception that bats are not deadly weapons.
Shit.
Very bad. Very bad.
People who haven't been hit with a bat.
Yeah,
these are super soldiers.
It's like if you hit somebody in the head with it, their head is either going to crack or it's going to smush.
You want to see what it does? Take a watermelon. You remember Gallagher?
Oh,
you remember Gallagher back in the day?
Yeah. Or Zombie Go Boom, where they have like the gels Z heads that they try to.
Oh yeah.
Dude, if I had like Mark Millar money, that's probably what I would be doing every day, all day, every day.
Watermelons, like breaking watermelons.
Fucking moving the cart around with watermelons everywhere.
Hammers.
Check this out.
Here's some plastic.
I got $1 million, and I'm gonna spread it around on everybody.
$1 million melons for y'all motherfuckers.
Oh, now I remember the point I was trying to make about Mark Millar. So he doesn't live like an extravagant lifestyle, but he allowed himself to buy two kind of outrageous things, right? One is Freddie Mercury's crown and cape. And
Don't blame him for that at all.
The other one, Christopher Reeve's Superman costume.
Dude, that's fucking. Did you see on eBay they had the original Captain Marvel outfit, like from the old black and white the old black and white movie of Shazam, right? Well, Captain Marvel.
Have you seen those? Have you seen any of like the Captain Marvel serials? He's like there's a scene.
It was brutal, dude. He killed motherfuckers in there.
Yeah, he picks up a machine gun and he's smiling while he's doing it. And he's
yeah, it was crazy, dude. It's like the old black and white Captain America. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit, dude. They were brutal back in the day.
Yeah,
They were.
Yes. Oh my god, that shit is fun.
They were teaching people
these are
lesson
super soldiers, the Unisols. You know, they're like Captain America's. You know, they have
one more
superhuman
time. Push up that shot.
Batter up.
Man, what is it about fucking exploding heads and heads getting fucked over in movies? That's just, I don't know.
I don't know. But
Puts me in my happy place.
Yeah, me too. When my head explodes, it's fucking amazing.
That was right in his wheelhouse. That's all I got to say.
Oh man. So yeah, folks, if we're not convincing you that you should go check this out, it's on you. You can click on the link below in the description, and it'll take you to a free version of this movie.
I have to go back and rewatch that scene because I think a lot of it is taken in like one take or in a bunch of takes. Kind of like
it's done in a bunch of takes, but it's done in a way that it's seamless. So it seems like that super long take in Hard Boiled by John Woo, right?
Yeah.
But it's done using tricks. The Daredevil series did the same thing.
So did Eggers.
So it's not all one take, but it looks like it's all one take.
And if this doesn't appeal to you, like I'm sure they got a free version of My Little Pony on there too.
If that's more your speed. But if you're a real man,
you're a real man.
I love this scene right here too. That's right, soldier up. Fucking dope.
That's
the spirit soldier.
Look at his face. Look at his face.
Chewing up the fucking scenery here.
It's the same character, like it's him, you know, from the first movie. He's eating all that fucking meat at Vaughn's, you know, he's in the supermarket, you know. I love that shit.
Let's take a quick look at the trailer for this, because I think it totally misrepresents the movie. You guys can tell me.
I'm sure it does, man. It's fuck, dude. It's a hard movie to market. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh wait, no, that's the wrong clip.
Like the promo art, the trailer, it would have been like a mission to really, to really market this film correctly. If I was doing it, I would totally have taken it to like Cannes and tried to hit that,
But it's Universal Soldier 4.
Exactly. But I would though. I would. I mean,
Well, like I said, they were showing it at the Alamo. That to me is an indication that
it's a cult classic
people
already.
are starting to discover it, because I really think that this is one of those movies. When I first saw Blade Runner, when I first saw The Thing, I would put this on that level. But it's the same thing I thought, which is this is going to be considered a classic in like 15 years.
You know what's fucked up though? Like entertainment wise, 100% honest with you, I'd probably go back and watch this more than Blade Runner just for the fights. Like I would literally watch this.
You fucking heretic.
Sorry. I already watched the fuck out of Blade Runner. The only movie that I've watched 1,000 times that I can still throw on every time is the original Dawn of the Dead. That's the only movie that never gets old.
Daddy.
Yeah, that one's actually pretty cool.
There's monsters in the house.
What the hell? So they try to frame this movie and this trailer as a revenge film, which in a way it is.
It is, but it's also it's a lot of stuff. That's why it's hard. It's hard to do it. No. I mean,
created in a laboratory.
Yeah. So
the voice person's not too good.
Created in a laboratory.
It doesn't sound good.
Programmed to kill.
I know this will live among them like ghosts, waiting for the moment when our oppressors shall be forced to kneel before us.
Yeah, Dolph's selling that fucking shit hard in this. Yep. He's genuinely entertaining in this. Damn, look at his fucking arms. How old is he here? Like fucking 50?
For sure.
50?
For sure.
Dude, have you guys seen fucking
I would say he's probably... What's up, Graham?
Have you seen... no, go ahead.
I'll say Graham Swollen. No, this fool's like fucking... This fool's fucking like... probably like 55 right here, bro. Yeah, that fool's huge, dude. He's bigger in his older years than he was, back in the day.
Betrayed, they seek freedom. Led by the undisputed.
That voice sucks.
Isn't that terrible?
They seek freedom. It's like, dude.
But you can tell that what they're doing is, and this is what drives me crazy, they're marketing this film to the wrong audience. The posters that we were looking at too.
Yeah, and they should have not had a voiceover on this movie. I would have really sold the horror aspect in the very beginning of the whole.
Soldier,
Daddy,
we're brothers.
The whole. There's monsters in the house. You know what I mean? I do like the fucking epilepsy seizure moment.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, I like that too. That's bad.
Did you watch that in a dark room?
Oh, I did. On the fucking 70 or 65 inch, I was like, motherfucker.
Right?
I could feel that shit. That was like some Suspiria shit, yo.
Yes, exactly. It actually attacks you.
Jean-Claude lost so much muscle, dude. Like, oh my God.
Who lost muscle?
But one
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Haunted by
greed. Oh yeah. He lost
by vengeance.
You tell me who he is. If you go looking.
But the thing is, it's just like also when you're older, it doesn't make sense to be all yoked, because that just puts an extra. Your heart doesn't know the difference between fat and muscle, and it just puts an added strain on your heart.
Yeah, but he wasn't overly muscular like Schwarzenegger or anything like that. He just looked like he was in really, really good shape.
Yeah.
Right here, he just looks like somebody deflated him or some shit like that.
He has gotten older. Maybe he's been doing a lot of drugs.
I think he has a testosterone deficiency, to be quite honest.
Maybe. Listen to the music here, too. Metal.
With Dolph Lundgren in the ultimate battle.
The ultimate battle.
Hello, soldier. To the end.
I thought he was going to say,
but it's like
between good and evil. Because this is just such a misrepresentation of the movie that it's advertising.
Yeah, no, I would have really I would have done it with no music. There would have been no music in there. It would have just been like the whole daddy thing in the beginning, and coming in getting fucking beat down.
And be like, look, if you're like a stan for like Van Damme and Lundgren, or you're a stan for like the original Universal Soldier, guess what? This has both of them in it, but it's a horror movie. So then you're drawing in like two audiences at the same time, right? That you know, regardless of the tone of the movie or the change in genre, that you know those people's fans are still going to show up as well.
Universal Soldier, Day of Reckoning.
Yep.
There is no end.
I would have had him like waking up too after that in the hospital. Then I would have just like cut to black and then had like Lundgren like giving a speech to the fucking soldiers with like over a black screen, and that would have lit up. You know what I mean? I would just have an over voiceover. Then I would have had him underneath the ground again. No music at all. You know what I mean? Just kind of very very minor, and just kind of slowly build it up a little bit.
Fan trailer.
Yeah, definitely, man. Dude, like nobody went and seen it. You could literally like re-release this fucking movie and like redo a trailer and like re-promote it and like re-release it. Fucking. Yeah,
I mean, so Matt, you would say I'm not crazy or wrong for calling this a horror film?
No, it's not. I mean, it goes on and there's different. It tiptoes into different genres of horror. You know what I mean? Like you have the whole, amnesia horror thing. The whole like
science fiction horror.
Yeah, and then you have the whole like Last House on the Left style horror in the beginning of the movie. I forgot what psychological fucking I don't know. And then it starts going into to different sci-fi horror. I don't know. And then it's full on action revenge movie too. It's a lot of different genres, and I think it works out pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, I just like I said, I don't always try to pick movies that are obscure or that.
No, this is a dope ass fucking pick, dude. I'm glad you picked it. I love this movie. Glad to go back and watch it again. I need to buy it. I got the first three. I need to buy this one still. So.
I thought it was kind of an odd pick for Brian.
Yeah, it's definitely oddball fucking pick for Brian for sure, dude.
But I like that he's mixing it up a little bit. Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. I avoided this movie. I slept on this movie for like 5 or 6 years, and then I just came across like a review or somebody was like, "Yo, did you see? Did you see Universal Soldier: Day of Reckoning?" I'm like, "No, I'm not gonna watch that shit." It's like it's a fucking horror movie, and it's a great horror movie. Oh. Okay, I guess I'll check it out. So what I'm saying is the word is out there, and the word needs to continue to spread before this movie. So this
the third movie.
Love it deserves.
Go watch the third movie too. It's fucking dope. It's a good like sci-fi action horror movie. It's got a little bit of horror elements to it, you know, when they're bringing them back, you know, and it's really fucking good. They both pair up pretty good together. 3 and 4. So,
what do you guys think we should do next? Is there
Wicked City?
It's Christmas time. I think it's time to Krampus.
Here's the thing, Preston, the live action or the anime?
They got a live action of Wicked City?
Yeah, you've never seen that?
No, dude.
It's a Hong Kong movie. Yeah, I'll go check. Oh, dude, watch.
Is it dubbed or is it subtitled?
Brian well, I mean, it could be either. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how.
Well, either if it's not dubbed, then no, definitely the animated, because that is a sick body horror movie. Sick.
Yeah, no, so is the live action. I'm telling you, the live action version.
I say Black Christmas.
Really good.
I say the Black Christmas is the remake, not the fucking woke Black Christmas. The second one. Yeah.
Not woke. Oh, dude, I'm counting the days.
We'll do that next year.
Counting the fucking minutes until we get to do fucking woke Black Christmas. I gotta make you motherfuckers laugh. You need to see that. Seriously?
Is that for real?
I want to do the first remake.
Yes. You need to see that shit to believe it.
Yeah.
Fucking
holy shit, dude! You're right. Oh my god, they got the spider chick in there too.
I like the remake. Insane. I thought it was pretty cool.
Oh, dude, you know, Wicked City? Yeah. Go to this is the thing you always do if you want to find a movie, see if it's online or if it's on streaming. Go to Internet Movie Database. look the movie up, and they have a little button there that you can click that will
Google
show
does
you
too.
different places where you can see it.
Google does too. Like they'll like if you just put a movie in Google, it'll have like a list right below, and it'll say, oh, it's streaming for free, $4, $5, $4, $5, right on Google. Like as soon as you like scroll down now.
We're getting closer every year to my childhood dream of having a remote control and being able to watch any movie at any time.
Oh yeah, that's
right. We're getting closer and closer. Oh yeah, this is one that we should do at some point too. I got this in the mail. Oh yeah.
Oh, that looks dope.
Shout Factory, Frankenstein, the true story.
Oh yeah.
This is a TV movie.
Usually,
is it a TV movie or is it a documentary?
It was a TV movie, a two-parter, and they cut it down. I think you can watch a free version on Tubi that's cut down to 2 hours for like theatrical release. But this was a 2-part miniseries, and it's great because the second part is pretty much the novel, but the first part is just bonkers. It just like goes in a really fucking crazy, interesting place. But yeah, maybe we'll do that sometime. But yeah, I guess we'll do Black Christmas 2006.
I'm down. I remember watching that movie and liking it. I like the
okay.
Which one?
The creatures.
Okay, all right, but here's the thing, we'll do that. But if I find a copy of Woke Black Christmas before that,
that'll be available. That'll be available for sure.
We got 2 shows before Christmas.
You want to do the Woke one? That's cool. I haven't seen that one, but I think I started watching part of it. Now it's just like,
it's unbelievable.
It's hard. It was hard for me to watch.
Dude, it's maximum cringe.
I mean, maybe if I drink a couple of beers and need some popcorn, I can watch it.
2 movies.
Yeah.
We get to pick 2 Christmas movies going forward because we got 2 weeks before Christmas.
All right. We'll pick them. There's no shortage.
We could do the other Black Christmas, either one of them this year, and then there's next year. So there's always next year. That's why I say.
Throwing stuff around, Preston. Just quit.
I'll see you guys later. I got Bloodbone. I got Edwin Azevedo tonight right now. So
all
right, tell everybody where they can find you, Bree.
You guys can find me on the Twitters at Runecutter Comic. You can find me on YouTube at Metal Movies and Brewskis, and you can find me on Instagram at BatMerc, and Runecutter Comics and BatMerc on Facebook. So that's it. And thanks guys for having me. I appreciate it.
You're the man.
And I'll see you next week.
Have a good interview.
The Horror Movie Club.
I'll try and
see you soon, Matt.
Motherfucker. Piece of shit traitor. Just fucking comes in and just fucking just waltzes right out like he owns the place.
No, see,
it's like the kind of guy that'll come eat your food and then take a really big dump in your bathroom and never say thank you.
You don't need an excuse to leave anymore. He's got a show to do. Gotta go, guys.
Oh my God. Oh shit.
People trying to figure out excuses to leave. So he's like, I'm just gonna start doing a show at 11 o'clock.
Oh man. But yeah, I'm excited because Preston, did you get to read the Hell Knight script yet?
Yeah, actually, I put it in my reader and I was listening to it. And I'll be honest with you, at first, like I thought it like my original idea for Hell Knight was for him to be an outlaw. You know what I'm saying? From hell. You know, and then I was like,
I went off the 2-page comic that you did.
Yeah, no. But after checking out your script, I was like, well, that opens up a whole host of story ideas, like having him be able to surf through, you know, the dimensions of hell. You know what I'm saying?
The different circles and different layers of hell.
Plus, having his alter ego be a medium or something like that was actually kind of cool too, because I was like, yeah, that kind of all makes sense, you know. So
that's the thing. At first, I was going to make this very much my own thing. I was going to make it more like Son of Satan. But then I was like, you know what? This is your thing. I'm writing this for you. So let me not wipe my dick all over it, but to like take a look at the original source material And to be honest, before I did, I was like, oh, it's probably not going to be very good. So I'm going to end up probably rewriting it anyway. But then I saw your origin. I was like, I can work with that.
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
you said,
yeah, no, I was
like a bunch of possibilities.
Well, yeah, I mean, the original idea was to have him as far as like almost like a medium, like not a working medium, but somebody that talked to the dead. You know, like that weird kid at school, you know,
Yeah, he becomes friends, and then of course discovers that some friends turn out to be false friends.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And I think you expanded like I think your idea is like, what if he grew up? And did this for a living, you know?
Dude, I'm going off what you wrote.
No, I like that. I like it kind of expands on it. And I really dig that. And
I was happy. I was happy that I was like that there was something there for me to work with.
Yeah, right? I think that's why we work good together too. Is because we're not like no, don't touch my stuff.
Yes,
it's mine.
Yep. No, the thing is if you don't enjoy working with other people, don't fucking do comic books. Don't do comics. Yeah. Do something else.
In fact, it was so good. I'm thinking about putting it on my regular rotation of pages. That way, I can start getting some stuff down. And
okay.
You know, even
go ahead.
No, like even bringing it, like doing it as its own separate campaign. You know, if I can like expand upon a couple of portions of the story to go ahead and expand it to like 48, 62 pages or something like that. But if not, I'm totally cool with having it as an extra. Yeah.
Well, the thing is too, I wrote it in such a way that you can, like, when you get to the fight, you can, if you want to, you can just fucking accordion that motherfucker.
Oh no, the fight's definitely going to be expanded upon. That's a given.
That's one of my jobs. One of my jobs is my main job is turning out a good story, competently written with good plot and characters, all that shit.
In fact, the only thing I had a kind of an issue, not really an issue, but I was like, I seen an opportunity was where we got to the level of hell where it was all ice, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, well, where's all the ice demons and the lost souls like trapped in ice and all that kind of shit? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like I said, it's a first draft. I just
No, I'm gonna expand upon that in art.
Okay, so the feedback that you're giving me is proceed as
because with art wise, I'm thinking like I'm visualizing like just statues of people screaming in ice, almost like a big Geiger piece, except in ice.
Dude,
this
is what I'm talking about. This is
why I think it's going to be epic.
Hell yeah!
I think this is going to be a hit, dude. Fucking big time.
We'll see. But like I said, like my second job is the right shit for you. That's going to be fun for you to draw. Yeah. They can make it as gnarly as you like. That's why I was thinking maybe like the conversation at the beginning of the comic. I was thinking maybe I could make that shoot seem a little smaller or something like that. I don't know, but like I said, it's just a first draft.
No, I think it's a great draft. As a matter of fact,
I will include the things that you suggested and keep the fucking,
And the thing is that anybody who looks at this book and they're like, "Oh no, I don't like demon bikers," then
right.
I have no words.
No. I mean, the same with like Six-Gun Gorilla. I was just kind of like, it's a gorilla with like giant guns. If you don't, if you look at that, if you walk by my comic, if it were on a rack, you walk by it and you don't at least pick it up and open it just to see what the inside looks like, I don't understand you.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't understand that, dude. I mean, everybody has their own taste, but
I think this seriously might be a contender to kind of compete with Ghost Rider. You know what I'm saying? Like, seriously.
We'll see. We shall see, brother man. So yeah, I guess we should sign out, and I'm gonna get something to eat, and then hopefully pop over and there's some support behind our boy Matt. Preston, tell these fools where they can find you.
Nikki the Pipe on Twitter and Doc Salem on YouTube.
Hell yeah.
That's it.
And Pops, tell these fools where they can find you.
This comic on Twitter, Comic Related Madness on Facebook, and the Madness Comic Network on YouTube. And, I'll play the stuff going out. Go ahead and do it, buddy.
Excellent, because I haven't seen a lot of that shit. Anyway, folks, thank you so much for tuning in. We really do appreciate you. Much love towards you. And until next week, peace, love, and mellow. Just wanted to give you all a heads up that right now you can add the Madness Network to your Roku account right there by Roku.com. Account add from to check out our preview. We got 10 of our highlighted shows up there for you to check out. Some of our best stuff from the last 4 years. Look, it's hard to pick 10 out of 2,600 videos, but we did it. And check it out. The campaign is launching soon, so be there. Peace.
There is a creature in the swamps. It lives to destroy. The beast they call Hogzilla.
After his latest get-rich scheme goes sideways, Gary Duba, the quintessential Florida man, ends up with a stash of somebody's high-end memorabilia. His gal Crystal is on probation and preparing for the fight of her life, squaring off against Australia's Queen of Combat. Delilah's got her back in training, staying off rich foods and the nose candy. Meanwhile, Gary and his best friend Floyd have been hired to wrangle a massive, abnormally aggressive feral hog that's terrorizing the swamp and wrecking Gary's old neighborhood. Can they bag the elusive monster swine without destroying the Sunshine State? Reserve your copy of Florida Man vs. Hogzilla at FloridaManComics.com. We're bringing back funny books, y'all.
I told that moron not to take out my Tchaikovsky tape. No matter, let's get started. Here we are, Nancy Moon. The last time we left our heroine, she had just joined my esteemed colleagues at level M. And the soldier who cannot stop talking, a magician with money issues, and a vampire with a checkered past. But there are other teammates she's yet to meet. One in particular might be a little bit shocking for her. I do hope she's not allergic. Back it today, won't you? Like right meow.
Just back it already.
Comic Books for Kids provides comic books to kids in hospitals and cancer centers across the U.S. It's a place where we can all work together to make sure every child has a comic book. 100% of all proceeds go towards the kids. It's about making a difference, and while they're in the hospital, allowing them to fly like a superhero, battle dragons, or rescue teddy bears. We are in every state in the country and now support over 160 hospitals. Every month, we add more.
Visit cb4k.org.